This is you. Or maybe this is you. Either way, you're an entrepreneur starting your very own company. And these are your very best employees. Well, right now, they're your only employees, so they're your very best. And together, you are embarking on a very exciting journey. You run a growing company, and you're doing it very well. Growing revenue and making money. More customers mean more orders, more employees, more demands on you and more complexity. Crikey, it starts to get exhausting, and maybe it's not as much fun as it used to be. Until you find yourself in that unique place, too small to be big, but too big to be small. We call that no man's land. There's no question, your success is supremely important, not just for you and your employees, but for this whole country. You rock. You are a true hero of the American economy because you are where all the action is, innovation and employee growth. That's right, you make this economy go. That is, if you don't get stuck in no man's land. Fortunately for you, a gentleman by the name of Doug Tatum first identified the concept of no man's land and began to collaborate with a number of professors and institutes to shed some light on this unique and difficult transition. Tatum observed that companies begin to experience the symptoms of no man's land at 20 employees. Dr. David Birch, a research professor at both Harvard and MIT, discovered that some small companies doubled in sales every 4 years, generating the vast majority of jobs in the United States. He called them gazelles. Economist Dr. Gary Kunkel found that companies in no man's land added 8 times as many new jobs, grew at a rate almost 4 times faster, and expanded 3 times more often than the rest of US businesses. The researchers at the Business Dynamic Research Consortium found that companies in no man's land have increased, while the number of companies in every other category have decreased. So, you're an elite company if you get your business through no man's land. It's hard to grow a company to scale, so we'd like you to see the pitfalls of no man's land through our 4 lenses. We call them market, management, model, and money. Here's how innovation really works in the marketplace. The entrepreneur is constantly promising something to a customer or client that disrupts the business, while simultaneously changing the operation to meet that promise. It all works when one person can manage both functions, but when the entrepreneur can no longer do it all, it starts breaking down and the business falls apart. Ultimately, the key to growing through no man's land is to strategically answer the simple question: can the business become good at what the entrepreneur is good at? Then there's management. You started this business to work for yourself, but you wake up one morning realizing that all of your employees actually depend on you to provide for their families. It's an excruciating pressure. The bottom line is that not all of those employees can make the trip through no man's land. And the decision about who stays and who goes is the most difficult decision you'll ever make. Model is the next thing to think about. To grow, you'll need more infrastructure than your current revenue can handle. Early-stage companies tend to be profitable because of high-performance, cheap labour. Because of this, you could easily grow your company into a no-profit zone. After all, you don't want to throw your company into the abyss. Then there's money. Companies transitioning through no man's land need money to grow. And the key to raising money is not about your company's upside, but about the real or perceived risk inherent in your company. Reducing risk is the key to raising money. Sounds daunting, doesn't it? But never fear, you are not alone. You're in good company. Every business owner must face the same challenges you do in order to create sustainable growth and not get stuck in no man's land. You are an economy hero. We know you create most of our jobs and almost all of our innovation in this country. We also know that you spin multiple plates every minute of every day. We want to show you how to navigate through no man's land and grow from human scale to financial scale.